Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. The shocking news hitting the NFL today has left fans, analysts, and insiders absolutely stunned as Mike Lee McDaniel, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, reportedly submitted his resignation, sending ripples throughout the league and leaving everyone scrambling to understand the reasons behind this unprecedented move. McDaniel, a name synonymous with strategic brilliance and innovative offensive schemes, had built a reputation over the years not only as a meticulous and forward-thinking coach, but also as a mentor who inspired loyalty and dedication in his players and staff. His roots trace back to the legendary coaching tree of Mike Shanahan, a lineage known for producing offensive masterminds, and his career began in the Denver Broncos organization in 2005, where he honed his skills and learned the intricacies of professional football. Over nearly 2 decades, McDaniel's trajectory has been marked by a steady rise through the ranks, punctuated by his reputation for crafting game plans that are both unpredictable and effective, earning him respect across the NFL community. To see him voluntarily step away from the Dolphins, a franchise that has shown commitment and trust in his vision, has triggered an avalanche of speculation about the internal dynamics of the team, possible disagreements with management, and the pressures that accompany leadership in such a high-stakes environment. From the moment McDaniel took over as head coach, expectations were sky-high, as Miami fans anticipated a transformation reminiscent of historic offensive juggernauts. Analysts had praised his vision, citing his ability to adapt to changing circumstances mid-game, adjusting strategies on the fly, and cultivating young talent in ways that maximize performance while maintaining a cohesive team culture. Yet, despite apparent on-field successes and a growing respect from players, whispers of discontent had been quietly circulating, hinting at possible friction behind closed doors. Some insiders suggest that McDaniel's departure might not solely be about football strategy or results, but could also involve complex personal factors, stress, and the relentless scrutiny that comes with leading a team in one of the NFL's most competitive divisions. The Dolphins organization now faces the daunting task of addressing this sudden vacuum in leadership, managing fan reaction, and initiating what could become a frantic search for a replacement capable of maintaining the delicate balance between performance and morale. As news outlets, social media platforms, and football forums explode with speculation, the sports world watches, trying to piece together the underlying causes of this dramatic exit and its potential ramifications on the Dolphins' season and future trajectory. Players and coaching staff are reportedly in shock, with some expressing disbelief at the suddenness of McDaniel's decision, while others are cautiously optimistic that a new chapter could offer opportunities for fresh ideas and adjustments to the team's strategic approach. However, the uncertainty surrounding the transition has already sparked debates among fans and commentators alike, questioning whether the franchise can sustain its momentum without the visionary mind that has driven its offensive identity. Discussions are rife with speculation about internal disagreements, personality clashes, or perhaps a deeper, more nuanced reasoning that only those closest to McDaniel would truly understand. Meanwhile, sports networks scramble to gather quotes, reactions, and insider information, trying to paint a comprehensive picture of what led one of the league's most respected young coaches to step away from the helm. Social media has become a boiling pot of theories, memes, and emotional responses, as supporters and critics alike weigh in on the potential consequences for the team's upcoming games, playoff chances, and long-term strategic planning. Each rumor feeds into another, creating a complex web of conjecture that continues to evolve by the hour, reflecting the passion and intensity with which the football community reacts to moments of such dramatic upheaval. Rumors indicate that McDaniel's decision may have been influenced by a combination of personal considerations and professional ambitions, hinting at the possibility of future roles that could leverage his expertise in new, perhaps less conventional ways. There is talk among insiders that offers from other organizations, advisory positions, or opportunities to work with emerging talents may have played a role, though nothing has been officially confirmed. The NFL ecosystem thrives on speculation, and in this case, every anecdote, offhand comment, and cryptic social media post is being dissected for potential clues about McDaniel's next move. Fans are left wondering whether this resignation signals a temporary hiatus, a long-term break, or a stepping stone toward another major coaching challenge. Meanwhile, the Dolphins organization is under intense scrutiny, with critics questioning management decisions, team culture, and communication strategies, all while attempting to maintain stability and avoid disruption to the current roster's preparation for upcoming matchups. The intersection of personal choice, professional pressure, and public expectation creates a volatile mix, one that makes the narrative surrounding McDaniel's departure endlessly fascinating to both casual observers and hardcore football strategists. The broader NFL community is also feeling the reverberations, as coaches, executives, and players alike consider the implications of such an unexpected resignation. Analysts are speculating about potential ripple effects across other teams, coaching hires, and even draft strategies, with some suggesting that McDaniel's expertise might soon be influencing rival franchises in ways that could redefine the competitive landscape. The timing, context, and suddenness of his decision only amplify the intrigue, prompting a flurry of discussions in podcasts, sports radio shows, and online forums about what this means for the Dolphins' season and for McDaniel's personal legacy. Observers are trying to draw parallels to other high-profile resignations in NFL history, debating whether this is part of a larger trend in coaching careers, a response to evolving pressures, or an anomaly that underscores the intense scrutiny faced by modern football leaders. As speculation continues to mount, the line between fact and rumor blurs, leaving fans and commentators in a state of constant analysis, theorizing, and emotional investment in the unfolding drama. In Miami, the reaction has been particularly intense, as local media outlets race to uncover every detail about the resignation, interviewing insiders, former colleagues, and players who might shed light on McDaniel's mindset. The fan base is polarized between shock, disappointment, and curiosity, with many expressing deep appreciation for McDaniel's contributions and the offensive excitement he brought to Hard Rock Stadium. Discussions on social media are trending worldwide, with hashtags and viral posts reflecting the collective sense of disbelief and speculation, amplifying the pressure on the Dolphins' front office to respond decisively. Meanwhile, debates rage over who could realistically step into the role, with names being tossed around in rumor mills and mock drafts alike, each suggestion accompanied by analysis of how they might fit into the team's philosophy and whether they could maintain or redefine the culture McDaniel cultivated. In a league driven by media narratives and rapid-fire information, the story of McDaniel's resignation has become a lightning rod, capturing attention, igniting debate, and leaving a cloud of uncertainty hanging over the franchise and its fan base. As the news settles in, the overarching question remains: what prompted a coach with such a promising trajectory, a storied lineage, and widespread respect to make such a dramatic exit from the Dolphins at this juncture in his career? While speculation runs wild, the reality is that McDaniel's legacy in Miami is already cemented, characterized by ingenuity, leadership, and the ability to elevate both players and the organization. The story unfolding in real time is a reminder of the unpredictable, high-pressure world of the NFL, where even the most accomplished figures can make moves that leave everyone questioning, analyzing, and anticipating what comes next. Fans and analysts alike are bracing for further developments, with the understanding that in the league's high-stakes environment, today's shockwaves may set the stage for tomorrow's headlines, deals, and dramatic turns in football history, all revolving around the enigmatic decision of one of the sport's brightest coaching minds. Speculation surrounding Mike McDaniel's next move is reaching fever pitch, with whispers circulating that multiple NFL franchises are already positioning themselves to capitalize on the sudden availability of one of the league's most innovative offensive minds. Analysts are drawing lines connecting his resignation to potential openings across the league, suggesting that teams struggling to find an identity might view McDaniel as the missing piece to transform their fortunes. Even casual observers are weighing in, pointing out his unique ability to develop quarterbacks, adjust schemes mid-game, and instill a culture of creativity and accountability. Rumors have surfaced about the possibility of McDaniel joining a team in a consultant capacity, exploring opportunities that allow him to influence playbooks without the relentless pressures of head coaching. while other conjectures suggest he might be exploring options overseas, in emerging football leagues, or even taking a sabbatical to recharge and reflect on the direction of his career. In every corner of social media and sports commentary, the narrative is exploding, with fans dissecting every tweet, interview snippet, and cryptic statement for clues about what lies ahead. The uncertainty fuels conversation, while the NFL's high-stakes chessboard remains in flux, waiting for McDaniel's next move to shift the balance of power in unforeseen ways. Still with us? Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's your take on the Fins this week? Inside the Dolphins organization, internal dynamics are reportedly tense, as executives scramble to reassure players, staff, and supporters that the team remains committed to its vision despite losing the coach who had become synonymous with its offensive identity. Rumors of heated meetings, strategic recalibrations, and emergency planning sessions have leaked into the press, fueling speculation that management may have been caught off guard by the timing of McDaniel's resignation. Observers are now analyzing the franchise's history of mid-season turbulence, questioning whether leadership structures, decision-making processes, or philosophical disagreements may have contributed to the sudden exit. Meanwhile, players are being forced to navigate a period of uncertainty, balancing respect and loyalty to McDaniel with the pragmatic need to focus on upcoming matchups, practice plans, and performance metrics. The combination of emotional impact and professional recalibration is creating a charged atmosphere as coaches, scouts, and analysts weigh the potential consequences on team chemistry, game planning, and long-term roster development. Each rumor, leak, and insider comment adds another layer of intrigue, transforming the resignation from a single headline into an evolving saga that could reshape the Dolphins' trajectory for years to come. The coaching carousel in the NFL is already feeling the tremors from McDaniel's resignation, as franchises reassess their own strategies, interview candidates, and contemplate potential shifts in leadership philosophy. Rumors are rampant that other teams are evaluating offensive assistants, coordinators, and rising stars in anticipation of a domino effect that could follow his departure. Conversations about player trades, draft priorities, and staff realignments are now intertwined with speculation about McDaniel's next destination, creating a complex web of interconnected rumors that keeps sports media buzzing around the clock. Insider chatter hints that McDaniel's reputation for offensive ingenuity has made him a highly sought-after commodity, capable of influencing a team's style and performance in ways that go far beyond traditional head coaching roles. This has ignited debates across forums, podcasts, and social media platforms, with each participant theorizing about potential fit, scheme compatibility, and how his arrival could disrupt the existing balance of power within divisions. As the NFL landscape continues to react, McDaniel's decision serves as a stark reminder that even one individual can create a ripple effect felt across the league, sparking intrigue, speculation, and strategic recalibration from coast to coast, all while fans and pundits anxiously await the next chapter in his career. In the broader context of the NFL, McDaniel's departure is being framed not only as a personal decision, but also as a statement about the pressures, expectations, and volatile nature of modern coaching. Analysts speculate that his exit may encourage a trend where highly talented coaches seek roles that offer greater flexibility, creative freedom, or work-life balance, challenging the traditional trajectory of climbing the coaching ladder. The resignation has sparked discussions about organizational culture, communication styles, and the impact of constant media scrutiny on decision-making at the highest levels. In this environment, rumors abound about which teams might attempt to lure McDaniel back into a high-profile role, with suggestions ranging from offensive coordinator positions on powerhouse squads to head coaching vacancies in teams desperate for reinvention. Each conjecture is amplified by social media, insider reports, and fan speculation, creating a feedback loop that intensifies the narrative and heightens anticipation. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are left to stabilize their operations, mitigate disruptions, and navigate the fallout, all while the rest of the league watches closely, calculating potential strategic advantages or vulnerabilities in response to this sudden and highly consequential coaching shakeup. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.